Coyote versus Dingo. Which canid is stronger and could win a fight? Coyotes and dingoes are both medium-sized canines that are very adaptable and can thrive in a variety of habitats. They are both formidable predators, capable of hunting and killing prey much larger than themselves. There are also a lot of differences between them. Coyotes are members of the Canidae family, which includes wolves, dogs, foxes, and jackals, and share many characteristics with them. Coyotes, named wily by humans, are intelligent and adaptable animals. These features have allowed coyotes to spread over North America and even adapt to life in towns. The dingo is Australia's wild dog. It is an ancient domestic dog breed that was introduced to Australia around 4,000 years ago, most likely by Asian sailors. Its ancestors can be traced back to early domestic dog breeds in Southeast Asia. This episode is brought to you by Curiosity Stream, a subscription streaming service that offers thousands of documentaries and non-fiction titles from some of the world's best filmmakers, including exclusive originals. Curiosity Stream is the Netflix for nerds, the Hulu for history buffs, the Disney Plus for the scientist in us. Curiosity Stream is also extremely affordable at under $20 a year. This is my personal favorite streaming service, a place where I can watch these well-made documentaries and learn more about different topics like science, tech, history, and more. One of my favorite documentaries is called Sharks of the Icy North. In this documentary, you can find out more about the sharks from the icy oceans of our planet. It seems that their survival strategies are different from the ones we usually know. Click on my link in the description for unlimited access to the world's top documentaries and non-fiction series, and use promo code WildCiencias and you will save 25% off, which comes out to only $14.99 a year. What do they look like? The coyote, like wolves and foxes, is a medium-sized member of the canine family. The coyote resembles a German shepherd or collie because of its pointed ears, narrow nose, and drooping bushy tail. Coyotes are often a grayish-brown color with reddish tinges behind the ears and around the face, but their color can range from silver gray to black. The tip of the tail is generally black. The eyes are yellow, not brown, as they are in many domestic dogs. Coyotes are about as big as medium-sized dogs. They are 32 to 37 inches, 81 to 94 centimeters long from head to rump, plus another 16 inches, 41 centimeters for their tails. Coyotes typically weigh 20 to 50 pounds, 9 to 23 kilograms. A dingo's coat color is largely determined by its habitat. Ginger with white feet is the standard coat color. However, the fur in desert locations is more golden yellow, whereas the hair in forested places can be a darker brown to black. The body fur is short, while the tail is thick. The dingo is Australia's largest animal carnivore, having a dog-like appearance, a rather broad head, and erect ears. The dingo's muzzle is long and tapered, with canine teeth that are longer than those of a domestic dog. Dingoes are 3.5 to 4 feet, 1.1 to 1.2 meters long from head to tail. The tail adds another 12 to 13 inches, 30 to 33 centimeters to their length. Typically, dingoes weigh 22 to 33 pounds, 10 to 15 kilograms, and males are usually larger than females. Where do they live? Alaska, Canada, North America, and Central America are all home to coyotes. They have a wide range and have prospered after wolves were eradicated from most places. Coyotes used to be restricted to considerably smaller ecological areas before humans reduced the numbers of wolves and cougars. The larger predators outcompeted and even killed their smaller counterparts, permitting these canines to stay in locations where wolves and other large predators were not present. Grasslands, sagebrush habitats, and deserts were all common places to find them. Dingoes could be found all over Australia's mainland before Europeans arrived. With the arrival of settlers, and thus farmers, dingoes began to experience persecution. Dingoes were kept out of livestock raising areas by a variety of barrier fences, notably the huge dingo fence. Dingoes are not found in southern South Australia, New South Wales, Victoria, or southwestern Western Australia, despite their widespread distribution over the continent. These adaptive creatures can survive on a wide range of environments. Temperate woods, alpine moorlands, and deserts, marshes, and even tropical forests are all home to them. How and what do they hunt? Some people believe that urban coyotes eat garbage and pets as their primary sources of food. Coyotes are predators, but they are also opportunistic feeders, changing their diets to take advantage of the best prey. Coyotes are primarily scavengers and predators of tiny food. However, they do occasionally switch to larger prey. Depending on what is available, they hunt and consume small animals such as rats, rabbits, and squirrels, as well as insects and fruit. Deer can also be killed by coyotes working together. They've also been known to hunt livestock, as well as domestic animals like dogs and cats. Dingoes are best described as opportunistic nocturnal carnivores. Depending on the availability of local fauna at the moment, they will eat a variety of tiny animals. Wallabies, kangaroos, sheep, cattle, and possums are among the larger animals on their diet. If given the opportunity, they are also known to scavenge from the leftover remnants of human garbage and refuse. Although the dingo's main qualities as hunters are speed and stamina, they will need to work together in packs to take down the largest prey, which can be a dangerous effort for individuals. The prey is frequently chased toward the other pack members, or the victim is exhausted. How do they behave in the wild? Coyotes do not form packs like wolves do, and depending on the availability of prey, they hunt alone, in pairs, or in a family group. They are nocturnal, but can be seen during the day. Their dens are formed out of rocky crevices, caves, or the abandoned dens of other animals. They normally don't build their own den. Instead, they expand the one of a badger or a fox. Barks, yips, growls, whines, and howls are among the sounds made by this species. Short barks are intended to warn other members of the pack of danger, and extended howls are used to alert other members of the pack of its whereabouts. Depending on the habitat, dingoes are active both during the day and at night. Because it is cooler at night, animals in hot climates are nocturnal. Animals in cooler climates are diurnal, because foraging is easier during the day. They will spend a short period of time hunting or exploring, followed by a short period of rest, and this cycle will be repeated throughout the most busy periods. Young male dingoes are nomadic, but once they are old enough to protect themselves, they will form a pack. A mated partner and their offspring constitute the majority of packs. In a one-on-one fight between these two canids, who would win? A coyote or a dingo? Coyotes resemble wolves in appearance, though they are slightly smaller, which is why they are also known as prairie wolves or bush wolves. Dingoes do not have subspecies since they are classified as subspecies. Despite the fact that coyotes resemble wolves more than dingoes, Dingoes are considered a subspecies of wolves. One of the main differences between dingoes and coyotes is how they hunt and kill. Dingoes usually attack and kill their prey from behind, biting their necks. The trachea and blood vessels are both damaged as a result of this. Coyotes usually attack larger animals from behind, focusing on the head and neck. Even though they are distinct species of canines, a coyote is a Canis latrans and a dingo is a Canis lupus familiaris, a dog. I believe the dingo would have a better chance if they were the same size. But considering that the coyote is bigger than a dingo, I think the coyote is the favorite. Even though dingoes are known to be more aggressive, they are because of their pack. In fact, it is known that coyote packs can drive a lone wolf together. But here we are talking about a one-on-one fight. And coyotes are more adaptable to any kind of environment, and therefore to any situation, any kind of prey to hunt and predators to face. The fight may take a turn for the dingo. It will depend on each individual. But due to the fact that coyotes are wild and larger than dingo dogs, I think the scales tip in favor of coyotes around 60 to 40. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button. Until next time, farewell.